We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Mayfield on first down. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
On second down, Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the run, it's Penny. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
At the 15-yard line.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
And goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
From 8 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. No chance. 70,
They'll run out of the gun with Camaro. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
First down.
A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it with Kamara, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mayfield now from the 50, rolling to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield looks to throw, sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Just like that. Check, check. Fresno.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 17. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Another run with Sanders. And he's into the clear. 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
At the 26-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The Bucs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
Miles Sanders.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Fast footwork by Sanders, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, it's Sanders, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Sanders. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 16.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now it's Penny. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try to run with Sanders. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Myers' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mayfield. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition? Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
54, Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bucs, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.